Good morning, everyone. My name is Samuel from African Import and Export Solution. And this morning, I'm here with my colleague, Maazin Victor, to do this training on how to properly take dimensions of the bus and also how to scale the bus on a measuring scale. So it is very important that we note this, that the dimensions of a bus is key when doing your shipping cost calculation, the dimension and the weight. So for air, anyone that is higher, either the actual weight on the scale or the dimension, when I mean dimension, length, the breadth, and the height. So anyone that is higher, that is what the customer will be charged on. And that's what we call chargeable weight. Now, I have some tools here, which is the measuring scale. It could be calibrated in cm, inches, or whatever unit of measurement it is. But for today's purpose, we have centimeters and inches. Now, let's go to the scale. For the scale, before you measure any item on this scale, you must ensure that it is on 0. The scale must be on 0. If it's 0.1, 0.2, you have to pick this 0 to ensure it is on 0 before you put any item on the scale. Let's go back to our measurement. And just to add that, it must be on a flat surface. If you notice the surface is slant or inclined, put your scale on a flat surface. The same thing goes for your package, your bus, or wherever. You must ensure that the base is flat so that you can get the right dimensions for it. Now, I'll start by taking my dimensions. Now, you look for the longest side. You don't just take a dimension because you want to take a dimension. You look for the longest part of the bus you are taking. You can hover around and see. Sometimes it can be uniform, sometimes it could budge. So, this is 54 cm. Now, for those that will use inches, is 21 inches. Like I said initially in this video, that the measuring tape is in centimeter and inches. But I'm going to do for cm, which is centimeter, 54 centimeter by, I'll over round and not just take a position and take my measurement. I will need to over round it to see which is the longest. This is 38 centimeter, which is also equivalent to 15 inches. Now, this is the height of this bus. It's around 37 cm, which is about 14.8 inches. Now, I've taken the dimension of this bus. I need to scale this bus on the measuring scale. And what I have right now is 3.6 kg. Mind you, we are going to do the dimensional weight and calculate it to get the kg of it and also compare with what we have on the scale, which is 3.6 kg. Now, the dimensions of this bus, like I said, is 54. We want to do the measurement. 54, 38, 37. 54, 38, 37. Now, because it's in cm and I want to know the kg of this bus, there's a constant that we need to divide it with, which is 5,000. So Mr. Victor, help me to get the dimensional weight. 54 by 38 by 37, okay, divided by 5,000. So this now will give us 15.18 kg. Now, note, when we came here to weigh this bus, it gave us 3.6 kg. Now, if I have not properly taken the dimension of this bus, and I just do any random dimension, and I go and charge my customer based on 3.6 kg, which is about 4 kg approximately, I have given a wrong cost. So, but now that I've taken the dimension, and I now know that my dimensional weight is higher than my actual weight, which is 15.1, which is also approximately 15.5, and that's 16 kg, the customer will be charged 15.5, which is 16 kg, rather than 3.6 kg, 4 kg. So that is why it's very important when you are taking dimension. That is for this one. So please come, I need this other bus. So I'm going to take the bus dimension of this bus. Now, what it means that this first bus I have done has volume. The dimensions are higher than the actual weight. And for this case, I'm taking the dimension of this 60 cm. Like I said, I'm going to move around 60 cm. If I want it in inches, this is about 24 inches, 60 cm. Now, if you look at this bus properly, this side, the length of the width of this side is different from what I get here. So I don't just want to just come here and say, okay, let me take the dimension and I'm good. Now I go around and I noticed there's a board here. I go around to look for the longest side. And when I look at it, this is 33. Mind you, at this point, it is 31. But at this point, it is 33. So we have 60, 33. Now I'm going to take the height. Same thing I'm going to do for the height. And don't just come here and take. I go around to see uniformly, to see which is the highest part. From this, I think here, around here is the highest part, which is 23 cm. So I'll put the bus now on the scale. Right? Wow. This is 19.2 kg. 19.2 kg. Mr. Victor, we are going to do the dimension of this bus. We've taken the dimension. So please come. Our dimension is 60, 33, 23. Remember, we have this constant that we need to divide it to get the dimensional weight. Divided by what? We are divided by 5,000. So this is the actual weight, dimensional weight of this bus that we just took measurement of, 9.1. Now you will notice that the dimensional weight for this bus is lower than the actual weight, which is 19.2 kg. Now, if you look at these two buses, let's do a comparison. These two buses, this looks bigger than this. For this one is 3.6 kg, this is 19.2 kg. Now, to build this customer now, we are going to use 19.2 kg, which is approximately 20 kg to build the customer, not the dimensional weight which we took, that is 9 kg. So like I said, you take the higher between the actual weight and the dimensional weight. The dimensional weight, like I said before, is what? The length, the breadth, and the height. So, all that being said, let's do another bus. Okay, no, for this item, if you notice, it is kind of slanty and it has a circular bulge here. Now, if you want to properly take this dimensions of this shipment, now, take note, you do not take from this side, from this base. You need to start from the flat surface where it touches the table and capture that bulge, which is this. So if you take it from here to here, which is 10 here, it is wrong. If you take it from here to just here, it is also wrong. Why is it important for us to take this dimension properly for this thing? Let me put this here on the scale so that we get the actual weight. Right. The actual weight of this item is 5 kg. Mind you, like I said initially, your scale must be on 0 before you measure any item. And you must ensure it is on a flat surface. So we already established the actual weight of this shipment, which is what? 5 kg. Now, I'm going to take these dimensions in two patterns. Take it the wrong way and take it the right way so that we know what a wrong dimension would cost you. So, for this, I'm not starting from the base, I just started from the item itself. And I'm having 10 cm. This is what? 46 cm. And this is what? 91 or 92 cm. 92 cm. Do you understand? 92 cm. So do the dimension for this wrong dimension that we just took. When you divide by 5,000, you get 8.4 kg. Mind you, what was the actual weight? 5 kg. This is actually the wrong dimension. But if you give a customer a cost based on this, you have given a wrong cost to the customer. Now, we are also going to take another dimension again. So this, we are starting from the base. Mind you, the first one we took from the item itself. Yeah, we didn't start from the base, which is the table flat top. We starting from here. And what are we getting here? This is 14 cm. This is on that wrong dimension because we are not capturing that bulge. So this is 14 cm. So this is what? 92. And this is 46. So do this other dimension. Let's see what will give to us. Divided by 5,000. 11.8, which is 12 kg. That's the dimensional weight. Now, we are now going to take the right dimension to see what it will give us. We're starting from there. So help me with that board, that circular board. This is 16 cm. Is this 16? Let me be sure. This is more than 16. This is 17 cm. 92, similar because this part are also the same. So just this board that is having the issue. 46. So what will 17, 92, 46 give to us? Divided by 5,000. Now, 17. This is what now 14.3 kg. Now, you see we did 3 different dimensions. 2 wrongly taken dimension. One gave us what? 8.4. The other one gave us 12 kg. Now the right dimension is giving us 14 kg. Imagine you've just given the customer the first one. You've run at a loss. You give the customer, you also run at a loss. Because this is a dimensional weight item. Mind you, the actual weight is 5 kg. But the right dimension gave us what? 14.3 kg, which is 15 kg chargeable. So we must be very careful when taking our dimension. We must be detailed. Precision matters when taking the measurement for item, being it actual weight or dimensional weight. I would like to just do a cylindrical item just to add to it. This is a cylindrical item. Please can you help me? And for cylindrical items, for you to be able to take the dimensions of things like this, it's just basically the same thing. The only part that is different is this part, because it's like circular. So this part to this part is the same. So you must ensure this part, you get this part correctly. Once you get this part correctly, which is at 11 cm, automatically this is equal to this part because it's a circle. You understand? So that's just the difference for cylindrical items. So once you get the length, or you can call it the height, let's say this is the longest part, you get the cylindrical part, measure it properly. This serves for the other part. Thank you very much. Have a good day.